So you have the new skills, but the old stuff causes you to get problems wrong that if you knew the old stuff, you would have gotten right. Now you have this relearn packet. It's going to be due in about 2 weeks. I'm going to give you a definite date very soon. And I've noticed that very few people have been coming to extra help to get that relearn packet done. Now I know extra help was canceled this morning at the last minute because of the faculty thing. And there is none tomorrow. We wouldn't have had it tomorrow anyway. But tomorrow in the library I have extra help, 5:30 to 7:30. And we also have extra help on Wednesday morning and Thursday morning. So you need to get your butt into extra help. And let's straighten out whatever problems we're having with the material so that we don't have it hurt us on this quiz or on the next test. Okay? I think that'll be very, very beneficial to you if you're able to get that done. Now, speaking of the quiz, let's go over it and learn to grow very comfortable with how to do these questions and these equations. And I can promise you that we're going to keep doing these questions and these equations until such time as just about every person in the class is able to get them right, because you can go no further in algebra if you can't do integers and you can't do equations. You must be able to do those two things. Okay, so the first question on the quiz I was really happy with. I think every single person in the room recognized that you need to multiply those two numbers. So it becomes 5 times 10 to the 7th times 9 times 10 to the 4th. Now, a lot of people got this right. Many more got it right than got it wrong. But some people got it wrong because they didn't go all the way. Multiply coefficients. 4 times 5 is 45. And notice at least one student wrote 14. It's not add coefficients, it's multiply coefficients. And then add the exponents. 7 and 4 make 11. But what's the problem?
It's above 9.
Yeah, 45 is greater than 10. So I need to divide this guy by 10. Then I need to multiply that guy by 10 to balance it out. And I'm going to get 4.5 times 10 to the 12th. Okay? So the big thing I saw is I saw a number of kids who had the 11th and didn't have the 12, or if they had the 12, they kept it 45 instead of 4.5. Okay? Next up. This really comes down to two things. Do you know your integer rules? And do you recognize same side, opposite side, and distribute situations? If you do that, you'll get these correct each and every single time. Is this the same side or an opposite side situation?
Opposite side.
Good. Opposite side?
Opposite side.
Excellent. Now, I also want you to notice here that all of the numbers are going to work out to have positive problems. So what you'll notice is that a lot of kids got number 2 right, which this is number 2. But they got 3 and 4 wrong. Because 3 and 4 involve negatives. 5w minus 3w is 2w, minus 2 is, what kind of 18 is that?
Positive.
Positive. So then I add 2 to both sides. Guy. 2w is 20. Divided by 2. W is 10. Okay? Now, to me, that's a very simple, basic, fundamental, we should be able to get this question right every single time kind of problem. So is this one. X plus 3x plus x minus 2 minus 7 is equal to negative 34. The reason this is a harder question is because there's so many negatives in it. And that's what gives kids a really hard time. But that's what the relearn packet's for. If you got this question wrong, if you knew how to do sign numbers right, I think you would have gotten it right. Just about all of you had a good process on your paper. Which means you really need to do that relearn packet and to get it done so that not only do you get the bad grade from before dropped and you get a new grade put in place of it, high grade, successful, but But from now on, for the rest of the year, every single time you do a problem that involves combining like terms, positive and negative integers, so on and so forth, you're able to get those questions right. Otherwise, for the rest of this year, think of how many questions that's gonna be. For the rest of this year, the mistakes from chapter 1 will haunt and lower your grade for all the subsequent chapters. Obviously, we don't want that to happen. All right, so is this the same side situation or opposite side? Same side or opposite side? Same side?
Same operation.
Good. I think every single person that I recognized on their paper knew to make that 5x. Maybe one or two didn't, but just about everybody did. Now, this is where it got a little bit dicey. I have 2 negatives and 7 negatives. What is that all together? 7 negatives and 2 negatives. -9, good. Equals -34. So that's the first place that I started to see mistakes. Not everybody put -9. Now here's the second place, the most popular place of a mistake. +9, +9. Die. Kids knew to do that. See, you know how to do equations. You knew to do the opposite there. This is 5x equals, and now's where we had a major problem. -34 + 9 is -25. A number of kids did not get -25 there. Yes?
I didn't get it right because I couldn't see my handwriting.
Clean it up a little bit, bud,
Oh no.
right? Now,
That was it.
next step is to divide by 5, and some people still got it wrong. If you were perfect up till -25, some people did not remember that -25, oh, and remember this was a -34. The -25 divided by 5 is -5. When I divide by a positive, I keep that sign. So x works out to be -5. So many people did such beautiful work through the whole problem, and at the end they put 5. Okay? Be careful that you had a -25 here. Be very, very careful. Okay, I hope you can see by looking at your paper that the strategy for getting an equation correct, we look good at. Where we're breaking down in a lot of cases is we're not clean on our integers yet. We're not spot on, getting them all right, and we obviously need to do better at that. The last question, 3 times 2x plus 3, 2n plus 3 is -3. 3 times 2n plus 3 is -3. And again, this was one of the ones that was very popular to get wrong. Look, everything positive, kids got it right. Everything positive, just about, kids got it right. Threw in a negative, kids got it wrong. Threw in a negative, kids got it wrong. Distribute. 6n plus 9 equals -3 minus 9. Die. 6n equals -12. 3 negatives and 9 negatives make 12 negatives. Divide by 6. That, folks, is not +2. That is -2. Okay? So, to me, the big revelation so far, remember how the first quiz is supposed to teach us what we need to be better at, what we're good at, what we're weak at, etc.? Big revelations today. First off, we're better in the red question here, the scientific notation question, but we still have to be careful about making sure we go to a number between 1 and 10. We're almost there. We're almost to the point where every kid in the class can do it, or remembers to do it. Everybody can do it. The blue one, by and large, we're in good shape. A couple of kids messed it up a little bit, but by and large, we're in good shape. The green one and the black one, problems with the negatives. The best way to straighten out problems with negatives is the relearn packet. Not only will you get a higher grade for your first test, but you'll get a higher grade for your second test. You'll probably pass the first quarter, and you won't get headaches like you're getting now. You know, it's funny, when the end of the year rolls around, there will probably be, because it usually works this way, there will probably be some of you who will look at me and say, oh, Mr. Lindquist, I have a 61 average. I have a 62 average. I have a 60 average. Come on, man. Come on. Mr. Can't you just pass me? And I'm gonna say to you, you had all year to do rerun packets. I busted my butt. I created them. I made videos for them. I gave them to you so that you could straighten your grades out and be successful, and you chose not to do them. And now, because you chose not to do them, you're in a position where you have to go to summer school, and you could fail. And I'm the problem? I'm the guy that did something wrong? I'm not nice? I gave you the relearn packet. I think that's pretty nice. I came for extra help for you. You didn't show up. How am I the problem here? So you need to determine what your level of success is worth to you. You need to determine, hey, do I want to do something with my grades? Hey, do I not want to go, do I want to be something after high school? Or hey, do I want to not go to summer school? This is totally up to you, and now is when those decisions are made, not later. Okay. Now, I don't think this is the same as is on your paper, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it so far the same? I thought we did this the other day. No? All right. Well, let's see. Maybe I just had to change the title of things. So the first one says the same thing, 5 to the negative 2 plus 8 to the 0?
Yeah.
Excellent. Negative exponent.
Reciprocal.
Very good. Okay, so reciprocal means 1 over 5 squared. What's 5 squared? Talk to me. 5 squared, everybody. Let's go. 25. Good. So this is 1 over 25. Anything except 0. To the 0 power is?
1.
So I add them and I get 1 and 1/25. Very good. Next question. Is 1 divided by 4 4?
No.
No. What's 1 divided by 4?
Same.
0.25. Good, right? We come over here. 4 goes into 1.00 and I get 0.25. So I'm going to get 0.25 times 10 to the, now I have to do 2 minus 13, which we taught you to interpret as positive 2 plus negative 13. Signs are opposite. Die with the signs. And I'm going to get, negative 15, I'm sorry. And my answer will be negative 13. I got a little ahead of myself there. Is that good? No. Why?
Because it's below 1.
Yeah, this is less than 1. It's got to be between 1 and 10. So I got to multiply by 10 here. Then I got to divide by 10 here. This becomes 2.5 times 10 to the negative 12. Okay? Any questions?
No.
All right. So now we start in on today's lesson. Did anybody do number 3 and say to themselves, huh? What?
No.
No?
Kinda.
1 person, 2 people? 3? Yeah, you guys should have been looking at this like, did Mr. Linkos lose his mind?
No.
Did the lack of hair let all that sunlight come through and work his brain? What's going on there? I look at you, oh, you know what, I saw a picture of me yesterday.
Oh yeah, you look so sexy.
Well, I gotta tell you, along those lines, listen, wonders are being done for my self-esteem. If I ever have to be remarried, man, I am worth something. I have figured that out. I'm serious. On Facebook the other day, I'm going through Facebook, and some woman puts a post up. She writes on her post.
Single.
No. It wasn't like, come date me. It wasn't that kind of thing.
Oh. Wow.
She writes on the post that they did a survey of women. And overwhelmingly, the women felt that all men were sexy.
Oh.
Now,
Not really.
Oh.
yes,
Whoa.
but,
Go take
hold it,
Yo,
but,
my hair.
now, not that I'm quite in these guys' class, but the pictures were Vin Diesel, Bruce Willis, and some other guy whose name I don't know, but he's a famous actor.
Dwayne Johnson.
Wow.
He's the guy that like plays the commando and he's got like an Irish accent.
Oh my. Oh.
Whoever that guy is, you know who I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
Dwayne Johnson.
so I'm saying to myself, hey, this is all right. There's hope for me yet.
if I have to go out into the world of women again, now keep in mind I'm a married, faithful husband, I never done anything like that wrong, but if I'm forced to be put in that situation, there is hope. I would have said there is no hope, but there is hope. And then, I am recording this, aren't I? Oh, that's not good. Then, another one came up. I told my wife this, so it's okay. So, I didn't tell her about the hope part, but I did tell her about the women thinking four men were kind of cute. Then, there was one that said, another woman put up a post that said, you know what's better than a really good-looking bad boy? An old man who has his act together. And I said, well, that's me, all right? I'm not a good-looking young boy, but I got my act together. So, you know what? If I ever have to impart myself into the world of
Nature.
into the world of
Cruel people.
dating and women and all of that kind of stuff,
Relationship.
maybe, just maybe, there's a quality or two in there that's not the worst in the world, whereas I would have thought that there was just absolutely nothing. Now, let's take a look at number 3. So, hey, let me begin. So we take a look at number 3, and we know what to do. We see a number outside of a parenthesis. As soon as I see a number outside of a parenthesis, what do I always get to next?
Multiplication.
What do I do here?
Distribute.
Distribute. 5 times n is 5n, and 5 times 1 is 5. So then I go over here and I say, oh, look, I got to do it again. Okay. So 5 times n is 5n, and 5 times 8 is 40. And I go, that's an opposite side, opposite operation. I got this.
Yeah.
Minus 5n. Oh, I got nothing left there.
It's 0.
It is 0. So I don't have to write anything yet because it's just 0. And then 5, I die there, equals 40.
You did something wrong.
No, you have to
No, I
divide.
didn't.
No, he did that on purpose.
That's right. See, does 5 ever equal 40?
Yes.
No.
Does 5 ever equal 40?
Yes.
Yeah.
When's the last time a 5-year-old and a 40-year-old were about the same?
95 years.
It never happened.
Yes.
1985.
When's the last time? Hey, let me ask you a question. You go out with your friends, and you drop by some place to get like dessert, Cold Stone, or you go to Friendly's or something like that to go get yourself something to munch on after going to the movies, and one of you has $5 and the other got $40. Do you say that you have equal money?
Yes.
Oh boy.
When I invest
Now
my
I know
money,
how
it's
people
not
can vote for the current administration in Washington, D.C.
Trump.
Now, so I take a look at this, and 5 never equals 40. Once again, let me say that again because I really want you to understand this. 5 never equals 40. Because 5 never equals 40, there's never an answer.
Oh.
What?
Boy.
Well, my high school teacher, Mr. Braze, taught me how to write like that. See, if you spell answer properly, I know how to spell it properly. It's spelled like this. Who says answer? The answer is. Nobody says that. They all say that's the answer. Are you stretching or?
That is how my uncle writes. If you see, like in the dictionary, how they want you to pronounce the word, he writes like that.
Yeah, that's called phonetic.
Yeah, phonetically. He writes phonetically.
Yes, and that was how Mr. Braze did it. And he did it to pick on the English language, because the English language
Like this-
really is
this
absolutely
thing,
insane.
right?
Like I before E except after C, but then even then it gets beaten. And what about pneumonia? Why the heck does pneumonia start with a P? Well, because pneumonia, or the English language, is in part based on Latin, and Latin began it with a silent P. So there's all these confusing things in English, and he would love to say, pneumonia starts with a P.
What?
It's P-N-E-U-M-O-N-I-A.
How? No, it's pterodactyl.
Guys, quiet.
So, what he was basically doing was picking on the English language. And he was trying to talk about the logical inconsistencies, how often the English language makes no sense. And because the English language makes no sense, he picked on it a little bit, and he put down here, answer, to go with that. So, as a tribute to him, I continue to do that to this day. Now, let's take a look at this guy here and work it together. Ready?
What was the answer?
Oh, there is no answer. There's never an answer. There is no answer to that question. What's set? No, there's no answer. If they ask you what the answer is, you're right. There is no answer. What's 7n minus 3n?
4n.
4n plus 8 equals 4n plus what? 4. Minus, oh, here we go again.
And
Die. Does 8 ever equal 4? No. What that means is any number I ever tried to substitute in for n, it would never check. So there's no answer to this question either. Now that's not the only possibility though. Hold on.
There's no answer.
Hold on, ready? 7.
1 and 2, there's no answer.
Okay, ready? Check this out. Hold it, look. No, 8. Boys! Enough. Pay attention here. Focus. This is the last thing I gotta get through. Ready? 7n minus 9 equals, distribute,
3n.
3n minus 3 minus 6 plus 4n. I get my n's together, that's 7n. I get my those together, I get minus 9. And over here I get 7n minus 1.
Oh yeah, that's 0.
Now I subtract my 7n. Now watch, this is different, guys. Ready? Negative 9 equals negative 9. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes. So everything is an answer.
Illuminati.
So what this has is all numbers work for this one, because the negative 9 equals the negative 9. If I got negative 9 equals 5, is there ever an answer? No. So if you get two different numbers at the end, there's no answer. And if you get the same numbers at the end, everything is an answer.
That's awesome.
Okay? So tonight, I'm going to start mixing equations in where there is no answer and where everything is an answer. Yes?
So when can I take a quiz again?
No, you don't have to. Next 2 days you're off.
But didn't you say we're gonna mix them up?
Oh, not on the quizzes. That'll be in your homework. Hasta la vista. Oh, well, we gotta wait for the bell to ring before I start singing. Miss Greco. You're sealing the order. That's all right. I can do it through it. There you go. Gracias.
The guidance, please. With your camera and Julie to take guidance.
Hey! He pushed me.
No.